Ocean Power Technologies. This is a company I was in years ago. It was going nowhere and eventually got up probably at about break even. Why am I interested in Ocean Technologies again today? OPTT. Actually, I got in today and it's soaring. Things have changed with Ocean Power Technology. You know, once upon a time when they were formed in the mid 1980s, they bumped along, advanced some technology. I thought they were going to catch some good wind during certain periods. They never really did a whole lot, but then they sort of reinvented themselves over the past few years, and suddenly the stock has caught fire. This environment that we're in right now is very ripe for small cap companies with emerging technology and new ways of doing things to get access to financing, to figure their way forward, and the animal spirits are really alive and they're kicking in this environment. So what have they done? They've gotten a lot of new contracts. They say they've got a brand new focus. They are racing towards profitability. This is something I've never heard out of Ocean Power Technology, and they're going to achieve it later on in 2025. These are huge things. They've put kind of an old bugaboo stock item to rest. There's a slide on that. Won't spend much time on that. But new partnerships, new focus, new contracts, some new technologies. They've shifted from being pretty much exclusive to this buoy system which was using the ocean power to generate megawatts to that's still a cornerstone of what they do, but they've also branched into defense and security in the oceans. Of course, they're still going to focus on renewable energy technology and products, but also they're going to offer their services up for offshore wind reviews of some of these windmills out in the oceans, science and research capabilities. Unmanned marine robotics is a big thing, which they've got these unmanned vessels powered by artificial intelligence to collect data and review things offshore. So there's a lot of irons in the fire, and this company appears to be moving. They're shaking today. They have been for a little while now. You'll see the charts for over multiple years. They bottomed out and they seem to be roaring back. A lot has changed, and they indicate that the total addressable market for their products was about $1.1 billion in 2024, rising to over $4 billion in 2031. So that is some fantastic growth year after year after year, and a lot's happening. Let's take a look at the particulars of Ocean Power Technology and see what we think. This is moving quick today, but as I look now, market cap about $217 million. Shares are trading from about $1.45 to $1.70. That's up 30 to 40% just today. But this is a small cap stock, small price. So you're going to have a lot of volatility, but there's a lot of excitement as well. And again, the environment is ripe for these companies to just boom. That's why we're talking about this. So we can go out there and evaluate if it works for us, so we can establish a position and make some money. The performance over the years, yeah, it's been interesting, but the past is the past, and this is a reinvented company. Cash and liquidity, they appear to have it, but like a lot of companies, they may just take advantage of a booming stock price and do a capital raise. Be prepared for that. That would be probably another short-term opportunity, blip downward, to buy in some shares before it resumes its upward trajectory. Revenue expectations. They just had a $2.4 million quarter. Again, they're announcing lots of contracts and partnerships with different countries and organizations. It was about $7 million as the trailing 12 months revenue, but that is growing rapidly. At $2.4 million for the last quarter, you can see where that's heading, well north of that $7 million figure. And I think growth is just starting on this cycle of new products and new capabilities that they've established themselves in. So lots going on with Ocean Power Technology. I did establish a position earlier today. Glad I did. New contracts, new focus. They're bringing profitability back into focus, and that's going to happen soon. Addressable market is rising fast, and being that they can offer the power generation, kind of a position the company for defense and security to roam the oceans, collect data, not only for science purposes, but also for government purposes. And the offshore energy inspection that they proclaim with their unmanned vehicles, this has the makings of quite an interesting story here. And it's one that I'm plugging into, and you want to take a little closer look at and see if it works for you. Hope this helps. Let me know what you're thinking. And any questions, let's talk about it. Talk to you soon.